went with him, and a great multitude followed him and thronged him.
耶稣就和他同去，有许多人跟随拥挤他。
Notice people are touching him.
然后很多人就在碰他。
Now a certain woman had a flow of blood for 12 years.
有一个女人患了12年的血漏。
And had suffered many things from many physicians. She had spent all that she had and was no better, but rather grew worse.
在好些医生手里受了许多的苦，又花尽了她所有的，一切也不见得好，病势反倒更重了。
Notice this, verse 1. When she heard about Jesus.
27节注意到，她听见耶稣的事。
I want you to heard about Jesus.
她听见耶稣的事。
That's like someone preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ to her, right?
就好像说有人对她传讲耶稣的事情。
Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ.
那信心是从听见耶稣的道而来。
She heard about Jesus, and hearing about Jesus produced faith in her heart.
她听见耶稣的事情，心里就起了信心。
Because she heard the message, something in the message that produced faith.
因为她听见那讯息，那讯息中的一些事物产生了信心。
Can you say amen?
可以说 amen 吗？
Okay. So when verse 27, when she heard about Jesus, she came behind him in the crowd and touched his garment.
第27节，她听见耶稣的事，就从后头来，砸在众人之中间，摸耶稣的衣裳。
Notice she's in the crowd. She's breaking the law. She's touching Jesus. She's breaking the law.
有注意到她在众人中间，然后犯了律法，然后摸耶稣的衣服，也是一样犯法。
Verse 28, for she said, if only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well.
第28节，意思说我只摸他的衣裳就必痊愈。
Why did she say that?
为什么她这么说？
Why did she believe that?
为什么她这么相信？
The message she heard.
因为她听见了那讯息。
She didn't hear a message that God was unapproachable.
她听见的讯息不是说神是不得接近的。
She didn't hear a message of the law.
她听见的讯息不是律法。
She didn't hear a message of condemnation.
她听见的讯息不是定你的罪。
You're unclean.
不是说你是一个不洁净的人。
You're unfit. You can't approach God.
他没有说你不能够接近神。
That was not the message.
他听见的讯息不是这样。
She heard a message that produced faith in her so that she felt comfortable and had the confidence to approach and touch Jesus.
他听见的讯息是产生信心，然后是让他有信心能够来接触神的讯息。
Can you say amen?
可以说 amen 吗？
If only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well. Verse 28.
第28节说：“我只摸他的衣裳，就必痊愈。”
Verse 29. Immediately the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that affliction.
29节，于是他血漏的源头立刻干了，他便觉得身上的灾祸好了，灾病好了。
Notice Jesus isn't laying hands on her.
有注意到耶稣也没有为他按手吗？
Jesus doesn't even know she's there.
耶稣甚至完全不知道那女人在那边。
Jesus, is not even paying attention to her.
耶稣也没有注意到她。
Can you say amen?
你可以说 amen 吗？
But she had faith to do this and touch Jesus.
但是那女人有信心来触碰耶稣。
And the point of what I want to say this morning is that where did her faith come from?
那我今天早上的重点是她的信心是从哪里来的？
See, I used to preach, you need to have faith.
那我以前会讲道的
You
时
need
候
to
会，
believe God.
我以前讲道会说你要相信神，
And
你
you
要
know,
有信心。
there might be some truth to that.
那有可能真的是这样。
But what I should be preaching and what we need to hear
但是我应该传讲的，我们应该听见的是，
is messages that produce faith.
是那能够产生信心的讯息。
Can you say amen?
可以说 amen 吗？
The gospel produces faith.
福音产生的就是信心，
It brings down the barrier between you and God that you feel comfortable where you can approach God and get what you need from Him.
把你跟神之间的隔阂拆除下来，然后产生信心，说你能够来接触他。
Verse 30. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that power had gone out of him, turned around in the crowd and said, Who touched my clothes?
第30节，耶稣顿时心里觉得有能力从自己身上出去，就在众人中间转过来说：“谁摸我的衣裳？”
Here God turned around, facing her, face to face.
所以神转向头，然后跟他面对面。
See, under the law, it's from behind. Right? Moses only could see God's hind parts as God went by Moses.
然后在旧约里面，在律法之下，摩西只能看到神的背后。
But here, Jesus turns around face to face with this woman.
但在这里，耶稣转向他，面对面。
Who touched me? And I was thinking, who touched me?
谁摸我的衣裳？
Who touched me?
谁摸我的衣裳？
Do you think Jesus was that way?
你觉得耶稣是这样吗？
Come here right now.
马上过来。
I do that to my kids, right?
我对我的孩子会这样。
Who did that? Get over here.
谁做得过来？
I mean, I don't think Jesus was that way. You
我
know?
觉得耶稣不是这样。
It's like, who touched me?
耶稣应该说谁摸我的？
Jesus is probably, wow, some miracle power went out of me. Someone has faith here.
然后耶稣可能觉得说哇，有奇迹发生，有人有信心，能力从我身上出
All
去。
these other people touching me and all that, nothing's going out, but someone touched me with faith.
然后其他人摸我都没关系，可是有一个有信心的人摸我，
Someone must believe in the grace that I'm giving.
有人相信我要给的恩典。
See, this is the power, right? This is what releases the power.
这就是那让能力释放的方式。
You say, God, I need more power in my marriage. I need more power in my life.
你可能会说，神啊，我要更多的能力，我要更多的能力在婚姻上面，在事业
Jesus
上
is
面
the power. See, Jesus is the focus of the gospel.
耶稣就是那能力，这是你应该注意的地方。
Can you say amen?
可以说 amen 吗？
Not the law.
而不是律法，
Law will keep you away from Jesus.
律法会让你跟耶稣有一个隔阂。
The law says don't touch.
律法说不要摸，
Keep away.
不要离远一点。
God's angry.
神是生气的，
God's cursing you.
神现在在诅咒你，
And what do? You hide.
那你怎么做？你就会开始躲藏。
That's not the gospel. The gospel opens the door where you can come and you just touch Jesus.
这不是福音，福音说你能够打开你的心房，然后来触摸耶稣。
Let's finish this up. I know it's after 12.
那我知道超过12点了，赶快做一个结束。
His disciples said to him, "You see the multitude thronging you, and you say, 'Who touched me?'"
第31节，门徒对他说：“你看众人拥挤你，还说谁摸我吗？”
So there's a difference between touching Jesus with no faith and touching Jesus with faith.
所以有信心的摸耶稣，跟没有信心的摸耶稣是不一样的。
Jesus never recognized those who touched him and no power.
那些没有信心的人，摸耶稣他都没有感觉。
Verse 32.
32节，
And he looked around. See, Jesus is looking, and he looked around to see her who had done this thing.
那32节，耶稣周围观看，要见做这事的女人。
And why was Jesus looking?
那为什么耶稣要这么
Was？Jesus looking to find fault?
耶稣是要找他的错误吗？
Who did this thing?
谁做这个的？
How? You broke the law.
你已经破坏律法了。
No.
不是的，
No, he's looking why? Because he wants to see that person who touched him by faith.
他想要看到那有信心的人。
Verse 33.
33节，
But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell down before him and told him the whole truth.
32节，那女人知道在自己身上所成的事，就恐惧战惊，伏伏在耶稣跟前，将实情全告诉他。
Fearing and trembling. You know, she's broken the law. She's like,
他会恐惧，因为他已经破坏律法了。
I might be stoned here.
他就说：“我可能会被用石头砸死。
Think about that. ”
想一下，
She might be stoned. I mean, if this was a Pharisee,
如果这是一个法利赛人，
her life is over.
他那女人的命就没了。
Jesus says that somehow she believed Jesus wasn't like that, but she's still fearing and trembling.
那他相信耶稣不是这样的，但是还是会害怕。
Verse 34, we'll end with this.
34节，我们做一个结束。
And he said to her, daughter, notice that daughter.
耶稣对他说：“女儿。”有注意到是女儿吗？
It doesn't say woman,
他没有说女人
it，says daughter.
他说女儿。
Your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your affliction.
女儿，你的信救了你，平平安安的回去吧，你的灾病痊愈了。
Faith. What was her faith?
她的信心是什么？
She just believed in the mercy of Jesus.
她纯粹就是相信耶稣来的怜悯，
She believed in the grace of Jesus.
她相信耶稣的恩典，
That gave her the confidence and the faith to approach him.
这也给她的信心来接近耶稣。
Let's bow our heads and close our eyes this morning.